Hello, 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 hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Cassandra, aka The Prosperous Heart. I just pressed the go live button and I am really excited because I posted a question to my profile, trying to figure out, you know, is anyone interested in learning how to be more productive, more organized, right? Because it's 2020. It is a new year. It's a new opportunity for you to start fresh and just get going on the things that you want to accomplish. I'm not talking about resolutions. I'm talking about the things that you have decided, made the decision, cut off all possibilities for except to complete for 2020. Maybe it's reading 12 books this year. Maybe it's making additional 10 grand in your business. Whatever that is for you, I'm not sure about you, but I know that I've struggled before in being consistent, in being organized, in just doing project management. And for those of you that don't know, I have a day job as well as this business for digital marketing and empowering others to create their own success. And in that day job, I've made the decision to move from what I was doing to a more project management role. And I've been learning some cool tips and tricks. And so I wanted to share that with you today. So if you want more information, please do feel free to reach out. Be sure to follow this page so you get notified. And if you would like to learn how to join my monthly marketing coaching group, just go ahead and let me know. So let's go ahead and get started today. So I'm going to be doing a series on this organization and productivity because let's face it, there's just so much out there and trying to explain it all would be just a really long video. And I like to try and keep these short. So today's video is going to be kind of an introduction I'm going to be giving you five, five tips to get more done and feel more productive. Because, like I said, I've got a day job, I have a business, I'm doing Forex. I am a very busy woman. And sometimes I'll be doing so much stuff, but then I look back on my day and go, what did I even do? What did I do today? So, doing what I've been doing the last few weeks has really made me feel more productive. I've actually seen the fruits of my labor of getting things done. I have a lot less stretches of time where I'm just like, what did I do this hour, right? And so I wanted to share that with you. So these five tips are going to help you feel more productive. And again, I'm going to invite you to learn how to use some free tools, FREE tools, to help you stay on track, which is what I've been using. So, first of all, the first tip is to determine your goals. So many people are like, "Oh, I want to make $100,000 this year, and oh, I want to do this, and oh, I want to do that." Okay, those are great, but don't just focus on money, right? You want to focus on goals that are overall for everything in your life, right? There are six human needs that I learned from Tony Robbins. One is certainty or the assurance that you can avoid pain and gain pleasure, right? You also want to have goals for uncertainty or variety, the need for the unknown, change, new stimuli. So maybe your goal is to visit, three new places this year, right? Maybe that's part of it. The third human need is significance. You need to feel unique, important, special, or needed. So maybe there's something that you want to do that makes you feel significant. Maybe it is taking your family out. On fun trips, not necessarily vacations, but just trips, right? Maybe it is creating content like what I'm doing so that you can help somebody else. Whatever that is, find some goals that help you become in alignment with that. The fourth one is connection or love, a strong feeling of closeness or union with someone or something. Maybe this is a partner, maybe this is a family member, maybe this is just a friend, right? Find some goals to either meet new people or strengthen some relationships that maybe have fallen to the wayside for any number of reasons. You could have goals in growth, which would be the fifth one. So an expansion of capacity, capability, or understanding. Maybe you want to attend certain groups this year. It could be events like maybe the Messenger Marketing Summit, or maybe you want to attend DevNet Create or whatever it is that would help you expand and grow. You want to make sure that you have goals for that as well. And then the sixth one is contribution, a sense of service and focus on helping, giving, supporting others. So maybe you decide you want to adopt a little brother or a little sister this year. Maybe you decide that you want to start your own foundation for helping young entrepreneurs. Whatever that is, that's another way that you can learn to create these goals, not just for finances, not just for business. So whatever your goals are, whatever that big goal is, visualize it down to the minute detail. What does that look like? What can you touch around you? Who do you see? What are the smells that you have? What are you wearing? Though get it down into the minutia, because when you can put yourself in front of that event and you are expecting that event, you have the ability to attract that into your life. And you'll know that you're getting there because you'll be seeing the signs of what it is that you're seeking to have, right? So when you visualize it down to the most minute details, you're very specific. You want to know what that end goal looks like, feels like, tastes like, hears like, sees like, right? And then whatever that big goal is for the year, break it down into quarters, right? So if you want to make an extra 10 grand this year in your business, what is that divided by 4? Right? Then that would be for each quarter of your year, which is about 3 months. And then you can divide that by 3 so that you have it per month. And then when we get to point number 4 of these tips to help you feel more productive, you'll see how that actually plays into your ability to stay on track. Okay. So, tip number 1, determine your goals, right? Be very cognizant of it, right? Tip number 2, create a vision board. And I'm actually going to show you in a later video how to create a digital one so that you can keep it on your phone, update it as you go, and really be able to visualize that often, okay? So, when you create a vision board, whether it's digital or on, science board, poster board, whatever it is, make sure that it's visual because your brain, everyone's brain, thinks in images. Words, it has some influence on what you think and your perception and everything else like that. But having those pictures really helps anchor it for you. It allows you to see that potential future. And so you really want to make sure that that it's visual, that you have those images trying to have that feelings. And include your perfect day. What does a perfect day look like for you? If you had all the money you wanted, if you were doing everything that filled your heart and helped others, right? What does that look like? Create that vision board. Okay, so tip number 2. Tip number 3, determine what trainings you want to complete and by when. So I don't know about you, but there are so many times that one of my mentors, somebody that I think is amazing, someone who really explains things really well, whatever it is, there are times that they create trainings that I will purchase and I'll try and go through them, but something happens, right? Whatever that something happens, I know that I've collected several trainings over the years that I never finished. So whatever trainings that you either want to finish or haven't started yet, determine what's most important for the goals that you set before. Whichever ones are most important to those goals, start with those first. Determine when you're going to be going through those trainings. Break it down to how often you're going to be doing them. Once a week, twice a week, every day. How long you're going to do that to complete it, right? Is it going to be 30 minutes a day, just one video, which might be 6 minutes a day? How is it that you're going to accomplish that? And then again, take action on it. Put it on your calendar. Do whatever it is that you need to do. So that's number 3. Number 4 is do reviews. So something that I did a video of not too long ago about a review of this company called Blue Sky that made this personal planner, and it was a whole thing. But anyway, because of that, it inspired me to actually look at other planners. And I found that there are several planners that have a lot of writing prompts. And there's some science behind that and why it's really beneficial for you. I mean, even Jim Rohn just swears up and down about doing journaling. But if you do reviews, not only are you able to put your thoughts down and solidify the feeling that you had that day, able to look back, you're able to look back and say, oh man, that day was so amazing. That just like made my week. I made 3 sales that day. I did X, I did Y, whatever the case may be. If you do it every day, you don't forget those things that really made your day and also really didn't make your day. Now, I believe it was Brendan Bouchard who said never talk about the negative things, always talk about the positive. And I think if you frame it where it's just like maybe you had a lesson that was hard to learn, and you said, I'm really glad this happened today because even though I lost a sale, I learned that I talk over people or something, right? So if you put a positive spin on it, your brain will focus on the positive versus the negative, which can cause some negative reactions and negative loops, and you don't want to get into that. So do a daily review once a week, do a weekly review. That way you can condense down those 7 days, talk about the most important ones that were focused on your goals, and then do one for monthly, quarterly, annually. The reason why you're doing this is because you are rolling those things in together and reminding yourself of all the great things you've accomplished. Because we as humans focus on a lot of the bad, and sometimes we forget all the amazing things that we do. So if you do your reviews, you remind yourself, you focus on the good, and you will see that progress coming. Because again, even if you lost track of time for a couple days, if you wrote down every day those things that you accomplished, the things that you felt good about, you'll be able to go back there where when you have some of those low moments and go, man, I was on it that day. I was on it that week. And oh, I took a little bit of time off, but man, I was right back in it the next day. So it allows you to be able to focus on that, and they help solidify your feelings, your thoughts, and allow you to see your progression. Also, to show your numbers, so that when you have those weekly and monthly reviews, you can then go back, look at your big goals, right, and see if you're on course. And if you're not on course, you can readjust to figure out how to get on course with the things that you've already done. All right, so finally, tip number 5, plan out your content. If you are a content creator, plan it out, figure it out, know when you're going to go live, and it's okay if you don't go live every day, or even if you like miss your video for a few hours, even the next day, just do it. Be consistent. Continue to create that content. There are people out there waiting for you. They are praying for you. So get your content out there, right? Even if it's a terrible video and your video stops working, you look like this sometimes, right? It's going to happen. Just let it go. Just put your message out there. All right. So when you're planning out your content, think about what will you create on what date, how much time you think it's going to take. If you're going to be doing editing, when you're going to do that, or you're going to pay someone else to do it. When and how are you going to market, and will you run ads? Those are the things you need to know about when you're planning your content. So those are the 5 things I wanted to share today on how to help you feel more productive. Because again, it's so much brain science behind a lot of that. That's why I push this. So today's video was a little bit of an introduction to this organization and productivity. Again, let me know if you want more information on the rest of the things that I've got going on for digital marketing and organization and productivity. I've got some stuff going on in my monthly coaching program, so my clients will be getting that information as well. So that's it for now. The next video I do will be actual specifics on how to create some of those boards we talked about, vision board, your training board, things like that. And so be sure to turn on the follow, turn on notifications. That way you are alerted when I go live or when I share a video, because sometimes I just can't go live, so I have to prep my content, right? A smart content creator, preparing and doing things and making sure I get them done. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and let me know. Have a wonderful and prosperous rest of your day, and I will see you on the next one.